Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Daysi DIY. Today I'm sharing with you guys an easy Christmas DIYs. I hope you enjoy. If you do, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Thank you so much. For the first project, I'm going to be using this beautiful sign that I got from Dollar Tree, and here's the item number just in case if you guys need it. So the first thing, I'm going to remove the image, and I just want to show you how easy it was to remove this image, but sometimes they're a little bit difficult to remove the image. And to paint it, I'm using the Restylane chalk paint on color white. I did one coat and I just let it dry. To distress the sign a little bit more, I'm using the Waverly anti-wax, and I'm just distressing the sign on the edges, and I just distress it at the way that I want my sign to be. The next thing, I'm going to be using one image of this calendar that I had on hand, so I just mark it at the side that I need that image. I'm going to be using this Mod Podge to place my image, and I just did first one coat on Mod Podge on the back of the image, and once I was done, I did another coat on Mod Podge on the top of the sign, and I just placed my image, and with my hand I just trying to smooth a little bit the image so it won't have that many wrinkles. I decided to do another coat on Mod Podge on the top to seal the image, and I just did one coat and I just let it dry, and once it's completely dry, I just went over with the Waverly anti-wax just to distress the image a little bit so it can blend together with my sign. I'm going to use this nautical rope, and I just cut 4 pieces. So on the end of the rope, I just tie a knot so we can give this finished look. And to glue it, I just use a little bit of hot glue. I just place the 2 pieces together and I just twist it. And to hold the 4 pieces, I just grab a small piece of Jute twine and I just wrap it around a few times so it can have this finished look on the handle. I'm going to be using this ribbon, and I just cut 2 pieces at the side of my sign, and I will be using hot glue to glue it. And this is how it looks our project once we're done. It turned out really beautiful, this sign. I love the colors, but please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? Today, I'm taking part in the Christmas collab that is being hosted by the amazing Liyana from Liyana DIY, and her co-host for this month is Lisa from Dollar Mom, and all these talented friends that they're participating with us today. I will leave the link of their playlist and also the link of her channels in my description box below. Thank you so much. For the next project, I'm going to be using 4 pieces of these Jingle blocks, and I'm going to paint them with the Waverly anti-wax, and I just did one coat and I just let it dry. And I did the same step with the other 3 pieces. I cut 4 pieces of this tissue paper that I got from Dollar Tree, and I just used 1 layer of Mod Podge, and once I was done, I just placed my piece of tissue paper on the top, and with the same brush I just went over to do another cut so we can seal the tissue paper, and I did the same step with the other 3 pieces, and I just let it dry completely. I'm gonna remove that extra tissue paper on the side, and for that I'm just using a small piece of sandpaper. I'm going to be using a piece of this diamond wrap, and I'm just gonna cut a small piece, and I'm gonna be placing on the top of the Jingle block. I just want to give this effect effect so we can hang our ornament, and I just use hot glue to put in, and also to distress a little bit the piece of diamond wrap, I just use the Rust-Oleum chalk paint, and I just use a little bit of this paint. And to hang this beautiful ornament, I just cut a small piece of this jute twine and I just place it in the middle, and this is how it looks. Our beautiful ornaments once we're done, they turn out really adorable. I love it. But please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? For our next project, I'm going to be using this candy tray that I got from Dollar Tree, and I had it for a really long time. And to paint it, I'm using the Rust-Oleum chalk paint on color white. I did one coat and I just let it dry. So you guys can see I didn't cover the tray all the way because I want the beautiful color red to show. And to distress it a little bit more, I just used a small piece of sandpaper and I just distress it at the way that I want my tray to be. I will be using one ornament that I got at home, and I got it last year. Here's the item number just in case if you guys need it. So you guys can see my ornament, it has these two holes. So to fix that, I just placed this silver ribbon and I just cut it at the side that I need it, and I just use a little bit of hot glue to glue it. I just create these beautiful bows made of these ribbons from Dollar Tree, and I just use a little bit of hot glue to put it together. And once I was done, I just placed it on the top of the tray and I just placed the ornament too. I just use hot glue to glue it. I'm going to be using another Christmas pigs, and I just painted so they can have this effect that they have a snow, and for that I just use the Rust-Oleum chalk paint and I just use a little bit of the paint, and once they're completely dry I just place it on the side. Also I grabbed these two pine cones and I just place it on the top because it was missing something else. I will be using one bell that I got from Dollar Tree, and I had it for a really long time, and to paint it I'm using the Waverly anti-wax. I just did one coat, and with a piece of paper towel I just removed a little bit of the paint and I just let it dry. And also with the same paint I just went over on the tray to distress it a little bit more, and it turned out really beautiful once you distress it with this paint. And I just placed the bell in the middle, and this is how it looks at tray once we're done. If you want to hang this beautiful tray on the wall, you guys can grab a small piece of jute twine and put it on the back, or you guys can just leave it the way it is. Please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? It turned out really gorgeous. I love it, but please let me know what do you guys think. For our next DIY, I will be using another sign, and to paint it, I will be using the Waverly anti-wax. I did one coat and I just let it dry. I'm using this stencil that I got from Walmart. I used two pieces of the painter's tape so it can hold the stencil in place. I will be using this paint. The first one is the Rust-Oleum chalk paint. I did two coats, and to paint it, I'm just using this small brush that I got from Dollar Tree. The second paint that I'm using, it's the Waverly paint on color moss. I did only one coat and I just paint the 4 trees. To paint the stars, I used the apple barrel in color red. I did one coat, and once I was done, I just removed my stencil. You guys can just leave the sign at the way it is. I think it turned out really beautiful, but I decided to distress it a little bit more with that Rust-Oleum chalk paint on color white. I just used a little bit of this paint, and once it was dry, I just went over with a piece of sandpaper. I'm going to use this nautical rope, and I just cut 4 pieces. So on the end of the rope, I just tie a knot so we can give this finished look. And to glue it, I just used a little bit of hot glue. And once I was done, I just placed the 2 pieces together and I just twisted. And to tie the 4 pieces, I just grab a small piece of jute twine and I just wrap it around a few times so it can have this finished look on the handle. I decide to create lines on the side, and for that I use the Rust-Oleum chalk paint on color white. If you guys want, you guys can use painter's tape so it can have like a straight line. With the sponge that I use, it worked just perfect. I just create this line with the same paint so they can stand up a little bit more the tree, and with the handle with the brush I just create dots on the top of the tree so they can give this effect that they have ornaments. I grab this beautiful ribbon and I just cut 2 pieces and I just place it on the side, and I just use a little bit of hot glue to glue it. And this is how it looks, our beautiful sign. Once you're done, it turned out really beautiful. I love how they blend all the colors together. But please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? I'm going to be reusing this beautiful ornament that I have for a really long time, and to paint it I'm using the Rust-Oleum chalk paint on color white. I did 2 coats and I just let it dry. I just want to mention, if you guys don't have this exactly ornament, I'm pretty sure that you guys can recreate this project using an ornament from Dollar Tree. And to distress the ornament, I'm using the Waverly anti-wax. I just used a little bit of this paint. I'm going to be using this Christmas pick that I got from Dollar Tree. And to give this effect from the snow, I just used the paint, Rust-Oleum chalk paint. And once it was completely dry, I just placed it on the middle of the ornament, and I just use hot glue to glue it, and I just create another beautiful small bow to put it right here. And to hang this ornament, I just grab a piece of jute twine and I just tie it very well in the top. And this is how it looks, our project once we're done. It turned out really beautiful. I love it. And I just create 2 with different embellishments so you guys can have a different options. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? For our next project, I'm going to be using 3 pieces of this cardboard that I had on hand, and I'm just going to be creating like cones so we can create this beautiful Christmas tree. I just used a little bit of hot glue to glue this remaining part, and once I was done with my scissors, I just cut the bottom part so it can stand up our Christmas tree. I'm going to be using these yarns that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using this color. You guys can use the colors of your preference. So I just put a little bit of hot glue to glue first the top part. I just start wrapping it around on the piece of cardboard, and I just use a little bit of hot glue just in a few parts so we can hold the yarn. Once I reach the bottom part, I just use a little bit of hot glue to glue the remaining piece of the yarn, and with my scissors I just cut the remaining piece, and I just make sure that it stand up straight my tree. I'm going to be using these Christmas fillers that I got from Dollar Tree last year, and I'm just going to grab a few pieces to place it on the tree. And I did the same step with the other 2 trees, and this is how it looks our project once we're done. They turned out really beautiful. I love the colors, how they blend together. But please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? I'm going to reuse these wooden bags for our next project. What I did, I used the Waverly anti-wax to paint it. I did 1 coat and I just let it dry. And I'm using 4 pieces of these wood cubes, and I will be gluing them on the bottom part of the wood box, and I'm just using hot glue to glue it. But if you guys want a strong hold, you guys can use wood glue. And to paint it, I'm using the Restylane chalk paint on color white. I did 1 coat and I just let it dry. I didn't cover the wood box all the way because I want the brown to show a little bit. And to distress it a little bit more, the wood box, I used the Waverly anti-wax, and I just distress it at the way that I want my wood box. The next thing, I'm going to be using this beautiful snowman sticker that I had on hand, and I'm just going to be placing it right here in the middle, and I just use hot glue to glue it. Also, the snowman, it needs a scarf, and for that I just grab a piece of this ribbon, and also I just place 1 button, and to put inside of the wood box, you guys can place anything. I just gonna place this adorable Christmas tree that I had on hand, and I just want to show you on the other side I just placed another beautiful Christmas sticker. But if you guys want, you guys can just leave it without a sticker, and I think it will look really beautiful too. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? For our last project, I will be using 1 ornament and a piece of fabric, and I will be covering the ornament all the way. I just cut a piece of jute twine to tie it very well on the top. I'm going to be using 1 Christmas pig and 1 pine cone to put it on the ornament, and I will be using hot glue to glue it. And to hang this beautiful ornament, I grab another piece of jute twine and I just place it on the back so we can hang this beautiful ornament. And this is how it looks, our beautiful ornament. Once we're done, it turned out really beautiful. You can create as many as you want, but please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? Please don't forget to see all the videos that all these talented friends that they're participating today. Thank you very much, Liyana, for hosting this wonderful collab. So that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified every time that I upload new video. And please don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much and have an amazing day.